Welcome back. You're still watching Ajuwaya on ABN Radio and Television. And just like as I said earlier, we have soon to be ESCO members in the studio with us, and they'll be discussing on if the NYSC, their journey in NYSC, if it was worth them coming over from wherever they came from. So the first question I have for, please introduce yourself first.
I am Adekola Emmanuel Wadamilare.
Oh, which state did you come
from Lagos State,
from?
respectively.
Lagos State. Okay.
Yes. I am Rachel Ogenlova, and I also came from Lagos State. Our Omo Eko.
Omo Eko.
Okay, you guys, welcome to the show. So, just as I asked earlier, I'll start with you, Emmanuel.
Okay.
What were your expectations coming for NYC, and were you able to achieve one or two of those things that you planned?
Okay, to be very honest, coming out first was actually quite scary, because I'm not even going to lie. When I saw my call-up letter and I saw Abia State, I saw that I was scared. Like, literally, I was scared. I was so scared. I was like, it was visible with and I was scrolling through the blah blah blah, because my mom was like, "You've never been out of Lagos State. How are you going to survive?" Like, I think it got to a point she didn't want me to come. First things first, but as per God levels now, we just had to like cross it and then come around. But actually, I think the security aspect, based on where I've been staying, is not as what would I call it? It's actually quite secured compared to what we've been hearing. You understand? Yeah, because there's lightning in the estate. Can walk at night freely. You understand? Even though my apartment was robbed when I came, yes,
Really?
a month after I came, my apartment was robbed actually. But it's been nice now. We thank God for life.
I mean, how do you feel right now that you're
I'm very
to be a SCOM member?
It's tomorrow now. It's not even soon. In a few hours time, we are going. To be honest, I am happy. I'm so happy. Yoruba people say, I can't speak Yoruba.
Yeah, sure.
Yoruba people say, "Taban geshe no me koni kose." That means if someone is riding a horse, it might come right now. It's not going to fall. It's not going to fall. I'm very happy. I'm very, to be honest.
Yeah. So, Rachel, what about you?
Yeah, coming to Abia State was, I don't know. I thought I didn't even know how I actually felt, because like I did not have words. So when I saw my call letter, the first thing I saw, I was like, I've been there.
Yeah.
Because
it
it was funny. My sister stayed here in Abia State. So in my head, I'm like,
family, this thing, family gathering.
Looking like a family gathering. Why can't I come back here? So I told my sister, I was like, you didn't even see my reaction. I just dropped my phone because I was so pissed. I was like, of all the states, because I thought, because I schooled in Enugu, maybe they will not bring me back to the East again.
Yes.
And then they didn't even try to, they say, okay, let's just get me back. I was like, Abia State. If they're really like the state and capital when I was small, and they say Abia Umaya, I did not even think that
it was actually an
when I saw it, I just told my mom that I'm going to relocate. Let me just go for
the camp here.
So my sisters, everybody had agreed. It's like I woke up and my dad was like, "You are going to
you will go."
That your sister stayed there and she was all right, nothing happened. She did her work and
you don't lock up.
And you have already schooled in Enugu, so why are you scared of going to it? So I was just like, you know what? Take my faith. I didn't want to go to camp. Like I ensured that I stalled. I was supposed to go Wednesday. I stalled till Friday. I started my registration on Saturday. So like my own 21 days in camp, I was never happy for 1 week. I think this is the first time I'm coming out and I was never happy for. I did not smile. People were always asking me if I was in the platoon. I made only a friend in camp.
Okay.
Exactly. I was not interested in everything that was going on. So, but like I think when I came outside, it was still the same energy. But at some point, I was like, I'm going to be miserable if I actually keep on.
This energy.
I already should accept that whatever it is, I'm just going to make what I have. I mean, at some point, I decided that I'm just going to stop sulking. I had to dust myself up and just And I mean, it became something worth it, because I mean, I met amazing people. I met you guys. I met people from my CDS, and more responsibilities. They were just throwing responsibilities at me. So even when I want to hide, I did not have the opportunity to hide, because I had things that I needed to do for people to see me. So in the end, I mean, we thank God.
It has been worth it. It has been
Yeah,
worth
it
your
has
time.
been worth
Okay.
it.
Actually, me too. When I first came here, I had it in mind that I was going to relocate too.
So we all
Oh,
Yeah, I
did
had it in
now?
mind. Do
It
you know
didn't
why?
work out.
Do you know why? Like I think my dad was like, this is history repeating itself.
So
In what way? The fact that his brother also came to Abia State, and this was where he met his wife. Do you
Oh,
get?
I
So they're
never
not
told
looking
them.
at. Yeah, let's leave that. Let's leave that. They're not looking at me like this is history repeating itself.
so
Hope you
yeah.
not come back and say that you have found the man. I found the man. That's what you tell me.
Me now.
So, anyways, so I was like, I don't think I'll stay here. Due to the fact that I've not really, though it was just my friend from school that is from Abia State. She actually stays in Abia. I think Abba.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where she stays. So I was like, who do I know?
Yeah.
Where do I want to start from? That kind of thing. But I'm just grateful to God that even the friend that I said about, she was the one. So her parents actually worked out my apartment.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
for me.
that's nice.
So actually,
Very nice.
the fact that everywhere I go, things just favors me.
Yeah.
I just thank God, and that's the major reason why. At the point when I go back home after camp, I was like, is there actually need for me to
To
relocate back?
relocate, yeah. Let me to buttress that point, yeah. I've actually met a lot of nice people in these states. Like I think there's a neighbor I'm quite close to. She stays like a stone's throw away from my apartment. Like very nice. Copper, how you doing? Have you eaten? You know those kind of things. They support with the care and the like. You understand? How you feeling? Hope you are not stressed. You understand those kind of things. Like it's been quite alright.
Even if the person does not really have much to offer, just
Yes,
that question,
yes,
are you okay?
to be honest.
Yeah.
Even if you're down, you come back up because you feel
Yeah.
like
I mean,
someone.
like
to be
there's no
very
way you go to that you not find good and bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
good and bad.
So like as much as maybe a lot of core members will say that they get treated some type of way, and if I've been honest, if you
It's
wear this
actually-
your white and green, it's like it's a problem because it's that
Yes.
they are hiking the price of what you want
To buy.
transportation because they feel like
You
you're
are-
AJC,
yes.
kind of thing. But still, like for me, the nice people I met were actually people in my PK.
Okay.
You work with them, they treat you like that. Like these are people that are way older.
Yeah.
Like it's a public organization, it is public
Government
service, exactly.
Sure.
So like you would not exactly see people like that your age grade there. And imagine me being so small. So like I'm literally the smallest there. But you see the way they treat you like you're their own child. Like I want to go to work because I want to talk to my boss that is like almost
Way
3
older.
times older than I am.
That's
so like
nice. That's
you were
nice.
just being anytime I go to work, they're giving me lunch. So on some days they actually give me transportation. So
That's
that kind
nice.
of thing.
You
I cannot
obviously.
now go outside and say, oh, I met because one keke
Yeah.
man was some type of way towards me. I will now like be cloud and then just like give whatever judgment I have treated. So I feel like as much as you meet bad people,
They are
You meet
also
a
good
lot of
people.
good
so
people.
it's how you are able to, ignore like the bad treatment you get and just focus on people that actually care about you. I feel that's what will help you enjoy your stay.
Yeah.
sure.
I think at a point actually during the service, you just be like, there's this time that you just be thinking that why am I actually here?
Yeah.
And there's another point that you be like, God, thank you for bringing me here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This coppers lodges,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
there are lots of people that you just meet as friends, and you just be like,
To be
God
very,
working.
to be
Yeah.
very honest, to be like this is going to be a friendship of a lifetime. Like I cannot forget you outside the NYSC.
Even if we're not
There are
talking
people
as
like that.
much as
Yeah,
we
there
are
are
still
people like
friends.
that.
Still, yeah.
To be very honest.
There are some people, life will happen obviously. So there are some people that actually, I can see them in great space
Yeah.
in the next future.
Yeah.
And I know that even if you're president, I'll come and knock your head and remind you of when we were dragging that rope together.
That kind of thing.
Or CDS, when we talk about CDS, they'll just be like,
CDS,
they'll just call you and
CDS.
just be like, I've seen a leadership position. I can see you in leadership
Like
position.
that's why I said for me, yeah, like I'm this kind of person. Anywhere I go, whether I like it or not, I always get leadership position, and I have
Same
tried
year actually.
so
Same
much
year.
to hide.
Same year
Like if I
actually.
go somewhere, I'm like, me, I just want to be in the corners. I don't want to,
Yeah.
I don't want to
You don't want
show
to
any
show.
But before you know it,
It will call you.
somebody that doesn't even know you is saying,
No,
I
the
think
thing is,
this
they
guy-
can see you.
I can't do it. Why do you think I can do it? I can't do it. I
And you
came to this
actually,
CBS.
funny enough, and you actually go there, and then you actually be able to do it very well.
The thing is that we know that we can do it, but we
Yeah.
just don't
Don't
want
Want to
want
do
to.
it, yeah, we don't want to
And the
try.
thing is, all these leaders, like CDS now, your supervisors and all, they can see you.
Yeah.
They can see what you can do.
what you have to
Even
offer.
before-
Even if you don't see
Even
it
if you don't see it yourself. I think I worked as a member of OBS in camp.
yeah.
And the thing is, when they see you going and you are just doing your thing, oh.
Yeah.
Not be say you want make them call
Actually
you,
notice you,
or
yeah.
just notice you. It's not like you're just doing your thing. Like if they tell you to take pictures, you're just taking the pictures just for
You're just doing it for fun.
for fun because
Yes.
just to show. Like there are lots of people that actually have picture evidence to show that they did something in camp. That type
Very,
of thing.
very true.
Even after when you're married, when you have like 3 children, 4 children, you just go back and be like, my mom was a copper, your children will be like, they will come and serve too.
So I was picked for some guard commander for drill competition in my classroom, and I was like, look at these huge people in this place. Look at these big people. Look at me. So
That's what.
they always call me small pinch. My commander, my platoon commander, that's a soldier himself and the other woman. They
Really?
always call me small pinch. So every time they'll be like, even sometimes during like morning exercises,
Yes.
I don't used to join for manual. They will tell them that please leave our small pinch. She's resting for. So I don't used to join. But like that kind of thing, I was like, what you guys? I cannot do jack. If this manual was on my case, I must know how to do this so much perfectly. I was like, sir, there are other people that even want to do it. He was like, you're not going anywhere. You are going to this thing. I was like, sir, see, I tried until I had no case. I was just like, you know what? If you people lose,
It's done.
So you,
I don't realize I cannot, and I cannot be disgraced as well. But like became second.
Oh, that was nice.
The first thing I
That was nice.
participate in camp, we actually
got it.
That was
the
nice.
first day I actually smiled in camp.
Oh,
Yeah, that was like
The first day you smiled.
they finally brought you out.
Wow.
Because that was really that was genuinely happy. I was like, thank God. Because imagine the came land, they'll not say, and you girl that
This
and
girl.
I'll not be like,
Maybe I told you.
that's too five. Not say, she wanted to do it. They said this girl should do it. So
I
was
think
like, yeah.
my own day from, I think it was the second or the third day after I go to camp. It's actually were quite, like camp was actually like the most fun part of my whole, and because immediately I go to camp I had to join the OBS. I was in the OBS. Immediately I got to the OBS, like met lots of people, amazing, like very amazing people, you understand, people that were actually very outspoken, fluent, people that had things going on for them, you understand, they had social media personalities, you understand. So when I finally got there now, then I was just doing my thing on the low on my own, and then it was time to choose studio manager for the say like for our batch and the assistant, like some executive positions like that. I think I was in my platoon or something. Then someone came to call me. I was like, want to do executive? Come and join me. And then I was called outside. Oh yeah, you want him to be a studio manager or like you had to back then the voting took place now, you understand? So turning back I realized bro, you are not the assistant studio manager of the OBS. Like, yeah, you're not going to do
I was there.
I
I just want to imagine I remember that day.
It was shocking.
Because after writing your name, they'll just call you suddenly and they'll be like, we have a meeting.
Yes.
And me, I was actually not
shocking.
really doing anything in my class. I don't even think I know anybody in that platoon. But later, finally, they decided to call me out.
The only thing I did with my platoon was to cook. I think we had
Okay.
Yeah, we had a day to cook.
Like 3 days to when we're leaving.
We had a day to cook in the kitchen. We're peeling yam.
I have never seen
I'm picking this.
you guys me, but you have not seen me. Where was my wife? Why do you?
Do you think I was? It's not like you think just like in university days that you'll be like when gate people are asking for. You think I will leave my house
and come here if I'm not a student of this uni? Like June, I use them to cover my university.
Like, you guys think I'll just wear white and this cap come and stand here. So I had to answer a lot of yes, I belong to this platform question for like 2 weeks. It was so like it got to a point. It just like, are you this platform? I was just like,
Yes.
Of course.
Because I barely I feel like at some point, yeah, people were actually saying stuff that maybe I had speech problem.
Really?
Was you can talk,
Knowing
I
her,
only know.
knowing her, and you know that personality is not. It's not like she doesn't want to talk.
But she just
She
just doesn't want to. I don't want to talk. What do you want your problem?
So like at the point like people were saying that I mean this girl doesn't talk. She have I was like I don't have speech problems, but like I just don't have any. People are fighting over one contribution. What do you want me to say? You people have already been choosing executives. I came so late that
Everything has been settled.
exactly. So like it was just
Sweet.
so hard for me. Like for people that actually came and they were forcing me to jog, and even after you try, I go back into my shell because I'm like, I just want to leave. Why do you want to be friends with me? Please leave me alone.
Okay, that brings me actually to the question: do you think your 1 year stay was worth it? And what advice do you have for those either coming in or those that decide that maybe I'm not going to do NYC? I don't see the value. Like, is there a value that you have seen in NYC that you want some others to come and get?
For me, aside we know that in Nigeria, for you to be able to, go further, especially if you're career driven, you
Yes.
need your certificate. If you need to do your masters, whether you want to be in the academic space
Of
or you
course.
want to work in a firm, like most firms now, they'll tell you
You don't have-
NYC certificate.
It's compulsory.
You will see it in the
If you
requirement.
don't have it,
You are not going
except
to.
you have long legs.
Yes.
Exactly. So like it's a necessity.
Yeah.
At the same time, yeah, for like people, they might say it's not worth it because you go through a lot financially. You are drained. You spend more than
Everywhere.
you earn.
Yes.
You have to start doing one or two things to keep you going for your own self financially. You're right. And if your parents are not even supportive, oh yeah, it's serious.
Serious trouble.
That's why somebody tweeted something last week that if you don't have a second source of income or you are not,
Don't go
you
for
don't have
NYC.
financially
Back up.
supportive parents,
Don't go for NYC.
because you will
You will suffer now.
guys, and
Serious
it's not
shege.
even a lie. So like,
Serious shege.
aside the fact like all those things, I feel like in the end, yeah, everything that has a good side has a bad side. So as much as we know that NYC, like the cons actually outweigh the pros, exactly. But we just still have to do it. So one way or the other, you are the one that is going to find the value in it for your own
For your own self.
exactly.
Yeah.
Especially if you know where you're going to in life. Nobody will tell you. You know that
have
this is
a
what I
goal
want to do.
or a
You have
plan.
to go. In the end, you have to just do it. So I
Yeah.
feel like for you to be able to, come for NYSC and do it well, is the mindset that you have.
Mm-hmm.
If you have developed a negative mindset, like me at the beginning,
Yeah.
I was not miserable. Like to me, it felt like I was living okay. But I think when I opened up later and I look back, I was like, "Girl, but you
were playing.
So like that's how it is. So like it depends on the mindset you come with. If you're positive,
You are going to see
come in,
positive
and then
things.
you know that you're positive. I mean, you see positive stuff. Like you'll be able, and then you're the one that will be like, oh, this is actually the value of what I
I
can go. Like
can
you will
imagine.
not see it at the beginning. You're the one that is going to come and create value.
In whatever it is you're
So in
doing.
the
Yes.
end, I'll just normally I'll say because of the shaggy that you see, if you have long legs or you have other things that you can do that you don't need a certificate, don't come. But because me I've done it, all of it must do. You must come. But in the end, like I said before, you are the one that is going to create the value for yourself. You will not see it at the beginning. You will not have the insight. You will not even know where you posted to. So like it's just maybe because you're posted in school, you suck until the end, and then at the end you don't even create any value. So you don't know where you find yourself.
That's the point.
That's just
So Emmanuel.
So, like Rachel has said, is all about the mindset. It depends on how open-minded you are. You have to be careful too, Sha. For those people that think life is just normal. Life is highly, life is highly spiritual. So you have to be prayerful. You have to be intentional about the relationship that you're creating, about the people that you're meeting, the people you're giving audience. You understand? You just have to be intentional because it goes a long way to help in life. You meet people from different aspects and perspective of life. You understand? There's one I know that actually a lot of all the connects that she has is from this NYC, and they are in very, very high places. Like she can put a call through now and then she's up there. Like she gets wherever she needs, and everything was this NYC kind of setting. You understand? So it just depends on the mindset you came with. an open-minded mind, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, you guys have heard it all from our guests today in the studio that
Yes,
you have to be open-minded. Just know what you are doing and be prayerful. Prayer goes a long way.
Yeah.
And don't worry, marketplace. What do they call the labor market? Sorry, the favor market, not labor market.
Let's favor.
The favor market will favor all personal core
Amen.
members.
Amen.
And those that are still in the space, in the NYC space, just do the best you can do.
Yes.
And leave the rest. While the PCM, I say congratulations that you're coming into this space.
Perspective.
Just know what to do when you get there. It is well with you. Easy to say that.
Actually.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of Ajuwaya segment today. This episode, this brings us to the end. And I hope you learned one or two from the experiences shared and from the advice given. Just know that the service here is you can make the best of your opportunities, and you can also meet people, connections that will change your life for good.
Yeah.
So just put yourself out there, and everything will be fine. Bye for now. See you next week.
Bye.